that journey that you took, which was through the classical Hollywood, go to the, grinding your way through LA, right? Are you kind of upset that you're not in this era where like you can literally be on the internet and start from, one subscriber and
we all, I would be lying if I said Kenny and I didn't want to be a huge success in the United States. That wasn't happening for us. And there's reasons why, I think if we were given a fair shot, we would have had a better chance.
Sure.
But there's a lot of politics, which I can get into if you want to. It's kind of boring, but anyway, I'm enjoying the internet. I've got a show that I'm going to start doing a kind of weekly or bi-monthly show. And, I got my green screen up over there.
I saw you're doing some live streams. It looks fun. Looks like a good time.
Yeah. It's always about monetizing. I know I get labeled as being greedy and all this stuff, but the truth is I like to provide for my family. And,
my counter to that is if there's one person on this planet who has suffered enough, I think it's you. So it's like, come on, guys.
I don't know. I would think there's Holocaust survivors that would.
Well, okay.
But yes, in the TV realm, I've certainly taken my chops, but it's just how I want to do things. And,
sure.
And the marketplace has a way of working itself out. So the Zoom calls, for example, I've done because all my touring has been canceled because of COVID.
Yeah, of course.
So I push that hard and I get a lot of angry blowback about the pricing, this and that. And the reality is it's doing great. I had a real lesson to learn, starting out with Kenny Vs Spenny and chat rooms and internets, what to ignore and what not to ignore and what to work with. So I learned how to weave the trolls into the comedy in a sense, and they become almost a character on my page. So I use them.
Yeah, of course. It's all about perspective too, like how you view these things, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident. I've always been confident in my abilities to do things, but I'm terrible at business. I don't like schmoozing. So that part of it, Kenny has sort of been historically better than me at, and he's been doing that for himself and for both of us. And you know what? There's a certain point where, I pinch myself that I'm still, after all these years, being creative one way or the other and earning a living for my family.
That's truly the dream for most people, right? To do something they enjoy.
Yeah.
That's something 99.9% of people will never experience,
Yeah. And I'm very grateful for it. And I'm also proud of myself because, there are many, many moments that I could have given up or gone another direction. And, there's a price to pay for it. Of course,
Sure.
It's not all good. I basically, live kind of month to month, especially now with all the shows being canceled. There's no pension. There's no all that stuff. So, but that doesn't exist for a lot of people anyway.
Right. Yeah. You could have gone the other way and you could have ended up at the same place, right? But you would have been much more miserable doing something.
Yeah. So, again, I just love being creative, and it could be a stupid little creative thing like the great unblocking, which I'm doing tomorrow. It's just
fun. Yeah, of course.
It's fun. And I don't know what people think of me. And as soon as I stopped caring, it became a lot more fun.
Right.
Just, follow your muse and, let the market decide. I mean, if all of a sudden, nobody's getting Zoom calls, nobody's wanting to do anything with me, then I'll reassess things. But right now it's going reasonably well. I opened the YouTube channel. And I
think you're finding your content. I think you're finding what people want to see. I've noticed some of your videos, like I know which ones are kind of doing better. Like some of the rant videos are doing better. People love to hear you rant. So you're kind of figuring out almost like
100%
content.
Not just what the content is, but just how to do it.
Of course.
How to work it in. And, frankly, I'm working with this guy, Jonathan Brown, who, has just been terrific for me. Great co-creator. And super funny and supportive and a fan. He's a fan, which I still have trouble believing I have fans.
Right.
But so it's just it's just different. And then touring will come back, I assume, at some point, and back doing music and comedy. But I'll continue doing this online stuff because again, if it makes no money, I won't do it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'll always try to find a way to be creative and make money at the same time.
I think you can earn both of those things. I don't think that's a crazy thing to go for.
Well, I can't really say what the show's coming, but it's going to be, that's why the green screen's up. I'm starting to shoot some stuff the next day or two. Kenny and I will hopefully hit the road again. One thing that we're really excited about is when gigs start up again, we're going to take the 5 years of material that we've worked on. You constantly have to write new material when you're on the road because you can't play Edmonton with the same show you did the year before. So we're going to sort of do a best of all of our life performing and film it. Awesome. Like most of the time you see us online, it's somebody in the audience with a fucking phone.
True. But so those videos get so many views. Yeah, that's brilliant.
But wait till we're going to do a real one with cameras and, be slickly produced. And
so it's almost like a comedy special, but it's in your own way of doing it.
Yeah. Awesome. Very, very independent. And we'll figure out how to make money with it. But it'll be a nice sort of time capsule for us because, we've been doing these live shows and there really isn't any decent video of any of it.
Yeah, no, there isn't.
Little phone things of me sticking my finger up some guys.
Honestly, that's pretty clear in my memory. If someone asked me to draw that out for them, I could probably do a pretty solid.
Well, look, I have to say, I'm very self-deprecating and I think I'm very grounded, but that prostate exam bit is pretty fucking classic by any.
I agree.
By any generation.
I agree.
It's perfect, right? Because he thinks I'm being humiliated, and I think I'm doing a cancer
public service.
A public service. I think it's fucking brilliant. So I'd like to get that really covered nicely on film. In fact, I wanted to do when we were putting it to rest because you can't keep doing the same. That was our greatest closer ever. I hasten to say. And anyway, so. That I thought when I did the last one, I wanted like Mounties to come out with the rubber glove, like it was an event,
traditional like ceremony
circumstance for the final prostate exam. But I'm sure I'll be doing it again for the.
That also speaks about your fans. People like fans will be ruthless, but then you realize that you guys are the actual weirdos that are like enjoying all of this.
Well, the funny thing about that was when we decided. When like Kenny would always pitch me ideas. And then when I say yes to something that he knows is, oh my God, first of all, I can't believe he wants to do it. Second of all, it's going to be fucking phenomenal. So then it became, okay, well, Spenny's willing to do this, but will we ever get some guy in the audience to come up and let me? The truth is, all but one.
Really?
Yeah. Every time we found, sometimes it took 5 minutes to get someone to, get the crowd going. Come on, somebody. And it's mind blowing.
That's crazy.
It's, and I don't think it's and I tell them it's no big deal. I don't think it's a big deal or anything. I'm not uptight that way, but the world is pretty uptight. And I thought for sure, great bit, but it's never going to happen.
It makes sense for you. It makes sense for your fans. But if you like took that out of the equation and just show that to like a random person on the street, you're like, wait, what? Someone actually wanted to get fingered by this guy.
Yeah. Again, I don't like calling fingered. I like exam.
Okay. Fair.